guess you used to be cool when in the 70s you see your own state as the enemies. You'd get tattoos and head down to the streets, dressed in studs, stomping boots on the concrete. When the smart ones didn't fall for the papers, and most people still believed in the maker, you could point your finger at the establishment, unaware of how much you were its inhabitant. I guess you used to fly when it took like 3 days to get a hold of information with such limited ways. Hours in a library, no cross-checking of the facts, or TV propaganda designed as lexical trap, when the other side of the world was only seen on films, and you couldn't check random facts on a whim. Your uninformed opinion could be seen as fair and square, but with the internet, my friend, it's a different affair. Let's get down to brass tacks. Opinions are for signaling, so distant from facts. It's pretty clear nobody knows what they're talking about. We're in the valley of knowledge, going through a big drought. I say let's get down to brass tacks. We're traveling great lands, but we're all out of maps. Growing wider apart, no one tries to bridge the gaps. The kings always manage to have us fighting for the scraps, flexing swagger through the world in loud packs, but we're all pretty lost when it comes down to brass tacks. Yeah, when it comes down to brass tacks. And the system is corrupt. If your illusion of innocence someone tries to disrupt, and your higher moral tolerance starts to erupt, and you drop the farce of virtue in how you conduct, you claim outrage on behalf of war-torn places, proudly waving flags around in marches and races. You only open books to steal a couple of phrases, but when winter comes you never show your faces. You're part of the system and its evil wicked ways, political views you keep for just a few days. You think you know all the ways out of the ethics maze, all because you came across a bunch of cliches. You're so incapable of seeing someone else's point of view. Your entire personality can fit in a single tattoo. Isn't world peace a little more than you can chew? Oh, I forget you got solutions for the climate too. If you could only spend a few days off the doom scroll, and see that regardless of religions we're all just a soul. If you climbed out of the self-righteous activism role, and you picked for yourself a more constructive role, since you can clearly see the world's got so many problems, this big wonderful temple stands on pretty wobbly columns. You're clever enough to see the structural defects, so peace, love and understanding should be part of your precepts. Can't you see there's no right side of things when it comes to war? You march for the dead, but you only ask for more, cause vengeance, I think, is what you're really in for. And at the time of accountability you're out the back door. The society think of ours that you deem so flawed is deserving of some gratitude you could even applaud. But if people hold opposing views, you want them outlawed. Perhaps your horizon should be a little more broad. Let's get down to brass tacks. Get down to brass tacks. Opinions are for signaling, so distant from facts. It's pretty clear nobody knows what they're talking about. We're in the valley of knowledge, going through a big drought. Let's get down to brass tacks. We're traveling great lands, but we're all out of maps. Growing wider apart, no one tries to bridge the gaps. The kings always manage to have us fighting for scraps, flexing swagger through the world in loud packs, but we're all pretty lost when it comes down to brass tacks. Yeah, when it comes down to brass tacks. handle mine. My big words and my actions didn't always align. Contradiction seems to be part of the human design. You should challenge your belief as often as you can. We all start off by borrowing them from our clan, but since the betterment of oneself should be everyone's plan, it's handy that the whole of knowledge can be accessed on demand. Yeah, it can be accessed on